Guys, it's Ryan here. Hope you're doing good. Hope your week's going fine. I want to come at you the video. This is a little bit off topic. So look, if you've let's stop. You ever do the accessibility things where like it does things, your phone does things? Sometimes it just automatically does it. And so right now, I don't know if you can hear it, it's like white noising me. It started white noising. Oh well. Okay, it's annoying for me. But normally if you follow this channel, obviously you probably know I don't get as distracted as I just did. But we try to have like a couple tips for plumbing, HVAC, home services companies to help them grow their business. We do a lot of stuff on our podcast, Blue Collar CEO. If you haven't tuned in, you should check it out. But I saw a post yesterday on Facebook, in one of the many Facebook groups, and this is someone that I happen to know, and I thought it was a really good post. I thought it was worth sharing. So look, a lot of companies that we work with, a lot of guys that I know, so companies that even we don't work with, I know that they get in this thing of you kind of hire people to do certain things and you assume that they're done or you think that they're done. But oftentimes, as a business owner, sometimes you don't always understand what's happening or believe what's happening. And so it's kind of this weird thing because it requires, a lot of times guys get into having their own business because they're good at their job. They're good at turning a wrench. And as they grow their business, they're being asked to learn more skills at different stages of the business ownership that involves more of them, more leadership skills of them, more business knowledge of them, more acumen of them. And all these things are going to require learning opportunities. And oftentimes it's easy as companies grow and kind of hit various stumbling blocks to like blame other people. Like blame your employees, blame your team, blame your vendors, like just point all the finger around. But usually the most important lesson is when you pause for a second to reflect and understand and learn and point the finger back at yourself to develop yourself as a leader. And so this particular person's post, I thought it was worth sharing. I actually took a screenshot. So this person said, in the past 6 weeks, they've lost all 3 of their technicians because of low call volume. This isn't a client of ours. Things that this person has learned. 1, if they can't convert calls into sales, they don't believe your system. I got to say this all the time. So operations, booking the call, selling the job, all those things are critically important. And if your team is not booking the call, if not selling the opportunities, it's going to be hard for your business to grow. And yeah, just like this, your employees will get burnt out. Your marketing company should be held accountable if they mess up your Google ad performance. 100% agreed. Make sure you know what they're accountable for, right? So it'd be weird to ask your marketing company and hold them responsible if your CSRs can't book, right? Unless your marketing company is like actually booking the calls for you. It's a weird thing to be like, hey, I got the phone to ring, but my CSRs couldn't book, so I'm going to blame the marketing company. This goes back to point the finger at yourself, train your team. It's hard. It sucks. One company should not handle all of your marketing sources. I actually kind of like this one. People are usually good at and bring strengths in different ways. And it's best if you can find ways to leverage different strengths together. Yes, it's going to require some vendor management of you. Yes, it's a little bit more difficult than having all your eggs in one basket. But generally speaking, you're going to have the best of the best in the various positions. It's a great time to see what you did wrong and right and to move from there. Don't beat yourself up. Don't put yourself in a hole. It's not the end of the world. I love this. I love this because as a business owner also, I know the weight of making a mistake. I know the weight of feeling like everything's resting on your shoulders, of feeling lost time, of feeling like you let people down on your team. I love that this mindset is like, don't beat yourself up. Don't put yourself in a hole. It's not the end of the world. Give yourself grace to learn from it. Always have an emergency fund for your business. 1,000,000%. This is especially true, I think, in HVAC world, where in HVAC, a lot of guys make a lot of cash in the summer, and then they find themselves in a weaker and weaker cash position in shoulder season. If you know how to manage your cash well, this shouldn't be a problem, but make sure you have emergency reserves for stuff like this. Seasonality happens. It doesn't matter what trade. Business goes up, business goes down. Make sure you have cash on hand to survive it. Always be recruiting and always be marketing. That should just go in a t-shirt. Don't trust anyone. Don't trust numbers you don't understand. Ask questions. That's a huge one, guys. If you don't understand something, if you're confused by something, just ask. It is really, really important. that everyone understand the same scoreboard, the same data, knows what the same data means. And it's just like the whole expression, like crap in, crap out. If data is not tracked correctly, if you're tracking the wrong things, you're going to get the wrong outcome. So if you don't know what something's talking about, if you don't know what a CPA is, or if you don't know what a CTR is, if you don't know these things, ask. In fact, when I wrote this book, this is not to be a book plug, but when I wrote the book on digital marketing for plumbing and HVAC contractors, a big part of it was to help give people like you like information on what these various things mean, just so you could be armed with it and know when people talk about a landing page, or if they talk about domain authority, you kind of know what they're talking about. So I just thought this post was really good. And then this person signed off by saying, now watch us grow because I will accept nothing less. And it's like, that's it. Guys, this isn't about blaming people. This isn't about, woe is me, the world is over, I'm a big failure. This is learning mindset. This is a growth mindset. This is someone who's pointing the finger at themselves first, learn from the experience, correct the experience, and move forward. It's not throwing anyone under the bus. It's learning lessons. And as a business owner and leader, that is one of the most difficult things you can do. So I just want to put this out there. I love you for writing this post, and I hope you feel encouragement too. You're going to feel the stress. You're going to feel the strain. But before you blame everyone else, before you make every excuse, before you feel like giving up, take a moment, reflect, refresh, point the finger at yourself, and grow and improve. And you can do it too. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Leave a comment below. As I always love hearing from you, and we'll see you next time.